do you agree with this hypothesis some put out that television dumbs down news while print is very intelligent, or do you think it's a
No, I
certain
think it's in
self-indulgence?
no, it's in the nature of the mediums. The business of reading and writing demands and evokes a greater amount of complexity. The business of television, the sound bite, the limited nature of time, all that now obviously leads to a kind of dumbing down is one phrase, but a kind of simplification and occasionally oversimplification.
And the binary choice you were talking about.
By the binaries I was
Anna's
talking
good, Anna's
about.
bad.
Yeah, it's good, it's bad, it's
Same
good, it's
channel
bad. It's
fluctuating.
simpler.
In fact,
it's simpler.
your publication, I remember, because I full disclosure, I'm part of Team Anna, would swing from very complimentary pieces, in fact, Revati's, to extremely critical, and then back to.
No, we didn't. We actually had a very nuanced view on the whole, and the nuanced review was pretty much, it ran something like this. It was, yes, we need anti-corruption mechanisms. We probably also need a Lokpal. What's the true nature of this Lokpal? Will the cure be worse than the disease? Or and then that basically was it. So again, I'm saying it was a very layered argument. And that's what I keep coming back to. Too much of conversation in this country. For example, let's say, let me take the Lokpal the other way around. Let's say, since you're from Team Anna, 99% of the people who are supporting you guys didn't even know what the Lokpal meant. They had just the idea of a Lokpal which is going to fix corruption. Again, a non-layered argument. So people are not actually discussing the Lokpal, they're fundamentally discussing corruption nahi hona chahiye.
Isn't
which
that
you're all
true
agreed
for
upon.
most mass movements?
No, it's not. But you know that's which. And since you're somebody from Team Anna, let me say it because Anna ji is a friend of mine, and I am a great admirer of his. Anna ji is not a patch on Gandhi. I mean, you have to read Gandhi to know how unbelievably complex and intelligent and layered. Serious. No, you have to read him. I'm saying you have to read him. What I'm saying is, it becomes a mistake when you deal in simplicities, because sooner or later the simplicities also hit back at you. And that's how the movement has gone. So if there are 100,000 guys here, it's a great movement. But shit, there are only 100 guys here, it's a lousy movement. It's not true. The argument is a complex argument. And I mean, I have said this as a writer, not just as a journalist, but as both things, across the world again and again, that contrary to what most people always say and believe, that simplicity is a great thing, I actually believe complexity is a fantastic thing, and complex things should be approached in a complex way. And so even though we have done a great deal, we probably do more anti-corruption and more pro-justice journalism than anybody else in India. And we lose friends, we lose resources, we lose advertising for that. But we always try and remain complex about the issues. I mean,
on stuff like that, if I may, after the Radia gate happened, I believe Tatas don't advertise with Outlook anymore.
Yeah.
Vinod Mehta went on record and told us that. Have you ever come across any such encounter where you did a story and
no, we've lost advertising many times. I mean, not to name anybody, but it's a struggle. First of all, advertising doesn't flow to us because nothing about Tehelka is corporate, and nothing about it panders to kind of a lower discourse. So there's no tit and ass, there's no cut and paste, there's no crowd pleasing stories. I mean, the framework for all Tehelka journalists is pretty clear. They know what they're doing.
Not attractive to advertisers.
So I'm saying, so for us, we have to hunt down people who want the brand rub off. So we need to keep hunting down brands who will either support us because they loosely like what we do,